Taking care of the planet and turning a profit. The drive to do both is the topic of tonight's Insight. Here's Deb.
Chris, it's year 4 for Vancouver's Sustainable Living Expo, and what a difference those 4 years have made. The first Expo was a quaint little show with a handful of exhibits, attended by people who had caught the green bug early on. Now it's a trade show that rivals any other, attracting hundreds of exhibitors and thousands of potential customers. Michelle Miller reports.
It opens up and becomes a pillow.
The demand for greenness is growing. Just look no further than the floor of the new Vancouver Convention Centre. 4 years ago, the Sustainable Living Expo consisted of hemp and herbs and other mom-and-pop retailers. Today, more than 300 exhibitors are showcasing their sustainable products and practices.
With the e-waste, what it does is get broken down into its components and put back into the raw materials. And then
London Drugs started to reduce its carbon footprint over a decade ago. Today, it's a leader in waste management. Over the past 2 years, London Drugs has recycled over 1 million pounds of e-waste. Now its sights are set on styrofoam.
we'll take it back, and Genesis has found a few partners. One, they're turning it into outdoor garden lighting, and the next one we're looking at is sending it down to California, where they're going to turn it into crown molding. So there's a lot of possibilities in the future for styrofoam.
Here's what the switch does.
Australia's Banrock station initiated sustainable practices for ethical reasons. What they discovered, though, is that their environmental actions have increased their share of the wine market.
Particularly in Canada, the US, the UK, consumers that have an environmental focus, have an environmental conscience. They want to support a brand that's supporting their local environment, and that's what we're proud to do.
From a sustainability standpoint, we use about 1/3 of the water of a conventional brewery of our size.
Closer to home, Stanley Park Breweries employs a wind turbine. The goal, to cut their power consumption by 20%. They're just another example of companies that are taking great pains to become better stewards of the environment, and consumers are holding them to account.
Shareholders are demanding it now, so they want to be out there and offering better products that are better for the environment and doing things internally themselves to reduce their energy consumption and waste and all that kind of thing.
Sears shares that belief, and the company is committed to reducing its carbon footprint by 20% by the year 2013.
I believe that within 5 years, every retailer is going to have to be doing this. It's just there's an expectation that this will become a regular part of business.
The bottom line, companies don't view going green as a choice. Rather, ignoring the consumer would be unsustainable.
Not only has the growth of the green industry created new products, it has created new careers as well, jobs that didn't exist just a few years ago. Take, for example, emissions brokers. They are the people who handle the trading of credits that allow companies to emit greenhouse gases. Then there are the biomimicry engineers. They use Mother Nature as a model for solving problems, such as a self-cleaning paint that repels dirt whenever it gets wet. Another new career is a sustainability coordinator. Everything from high-tech corporations to retailers such as Walmart are employing managers to oversee the environmental impact of their operations. And of course, green architects. A growing number of architects and developers are getting certified to become specialists in green design. And Chris, that is tonight's Insight.